Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a DEVVE update video and maybe a little bit of Vivi and Omi as well. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Let's get this bread. Chavez, you've made videos on DEVVE before and how it can do like 100x, and it's been out for a little over a year and it's gone from like $1 to $1.80. Down to 12 cents, back up to $1.80, back down to 54 cents, up to 95 cents. And there's supposed to be this big announcement at Paris Blockchain Week, which was today, and the price dumped 30% down to 65 cents. What's going on? How can we make money with this? Well, we'll go over it. You do have Tom Anderson going off and talking about what was said today at Paris Blockchain Week with CEO Ray Quintana, saying finally we can talk about this. This is an important milestone for all of us. Now, for reference, we've previously announced a partnership with a global finance company, and we're still working with them. That global finance company was not mentioned today. That is an announcement for another time. When is that going to come? I don't know. More on that later. I think DEVVE, the French company that they just partnered with, is different and is important for different reasons. First, they are a great partner. It's a long-established traditional bank, but also forward-looking with respect to crypto. We've been working with a number of folks there, but one person in particular is Paul Bureau. Very smart person and very experienced in crypto. They fully understand the crypto space to a very impressive extent. DEVVE gives us credibility in the traditional finance space. He goes on to say we are planning to work with them to custody underlying euros for a euro stablecoin, and we're planning to do much more with them as well. DEVVE represents not just a partner, but a customer as well. First customers are always the hardest. That's the part of why this is so important, and it represents many more TradFi entities we can work with. The aha moment with Paul in our discussions was with him in an earlier conversation. He said that Aave, the lending protocol, is an amazing concept, but they can't use it as a bank. You can't commingle funds where you don't know where they came from. You can't put customer assets into a smart contract that could be drained. You can't take the risk of lost private keys and hacks like Bybits where wallets can be drained. You have to maintain custody, manage tax ramifications, and if you have to be regulatory compliant. He said you could make a regulatory compliant lending protocol, we could put a huge amount of money into it. So that's just what they did. Saying we can do KYC on all the amounts and fulfill other regulatory requirements. We can provide private key loss protection. We can provide hack and theft protection. We can manage ownership and control as TradFi needs meet their requirements and manage tax consequences. We can do this across many categories of financial products, and banks and asset managers can provide those financial products to their customers. Combining the power of innovation of DeFi with the safety and security of TradFi is a really big deal, and we have the only technology that can do so, as we have required features for that no one else has. But Chavez, I don't have money to put into crypto. I know this DEVVE token is only 65 cents, but how much of it can I buy? There are two ways to make money here. And obviously none of this is financial advice, but you can go in and buy the token. If you do have money on the side and you want to buy the token, is now the best entry point? Well, the best entry point might have been back in October, November, when we were about 12 cents. That was probably the best entry point. Can it go lower? Absolutely. This trade war with China is not good short term. Long term, it'll probably work out really well for the US, but in the short term, everything's getting wrecked. And yeah, the price could maybe get cut in half. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it'll actually do that, but anything can always go down. Technically, anything can go to zero with little or no notice. But dollar cost averaging, especially into good projects, generally not a bad idea, in my opinion. But dollar cost averaging or putting massive amounts into a token where even though I think it could do a 10x is $6, 100x is $60. It could probably do well over 100, probably multiple 100x if things hit correctly from here. Meaning if you put $1,000 in, well, a 10x is 10,000, 100x is $100,000, and could it do 1,000x? That's a lot. I don't know. Let's say it could. You'd be going into the tens of billions of dollars there, but yeah, it could. And in which case, if you do get to do that, $1,000 becomes $1 million, and anywhere in between. But for those that don't have money, there's still another way you can go and do it. Link down below to my referral code. The referral code is to be brought onto the exchange. Now, the exchange in general is pretty innovative, where if I want to trade something on Coinbase. I have to send money or crypto to Coinbase and then trade one thing for another. You have to give up custody to your assets to Coinbase or any exchange for that matter. Now, Coinbase, I think, is very safe. I don't think that's going to go down anytime soon. But not every person in the world is going to be able to use Coinbase. Some people, like even I think FTX was like the second largest crypto exchange in the world, and they went down. So I don't want to say any, like there are definitely some exchanges that are safer than others, but you can't really tell 100%. Things have gotten a bit better with more regulatory compliance, but again, you can never tell. Big exchanges can go down, and if they do, your crypto is gone. But not with DEVVE. You will be able to trade all of your crypto without ever giving up custody. But let's get to the part where you can make money without having to spend any. My friend Carlos gave me a message today. He's like, "Hey, I saw you post on Twitter. You know, what is this DEVVE thing? How can I make money, Randall?" He calls me Randall. I hate that name. I go on and just say, well, listen, if you use my code to sign up. Again, link down below, and once you sign up, you'll get your own referral code. Now you, Carlos, or you, the viewer, can onboard anyone you want. Let's say you have a friend that is super into crypto. They're always talking about it. Once they hear about just what DEVVE can do, being able to trade like a stock, like for a crypto on the DEVVE exchange is going to be bananas, especially when people find out who their partner is. It's not public yet, but apparently it's pretty big. They'll go on there. They'll say like, okay, things are a lot easier to do. Don't have to give up custody. Litany of reasons why people are going to want to trade on the exchange. And they go in, and anyone that's traded anything, like if you're good at something, never do it for free. Name that movie. All trading has some sort of fees with it. And even though the fees on the DEVVE exchange might be a little bit lower than other exchanges, it's going to be around the same, but they're going to share in some of those trading fees profits. Where if you go and do a $10,000 trade, and let's say it's $100 in fees, right? Well, if Carlos, or you, the viewer, sign up your friend that's always talking about crypto, you're going to get 35% of their trading fees. So again, if it's $10,000 and it's a $100 trading fee, okay, well you get $35. It's like, okay, well, and then if they do, what if they sign up a friend? Do I get any of those? Yes, you do. If their friend goes off and they get one of their friends to join using their referral code, they'll get 35% of their trading fees, and you'll get 15% of their trading fees. Like, oh my God, that is nuts. Does it go one level deeper? Yes, it does. A third friend removed, if they go and sign up using that second friend's referral code, that second friend will have gotten 35%. Your other friend will have gotten 15%, and you will have gotten 10% on that, which is a mind-blowing 60% of their trading fees that DEVVE would make are given back to the referral code users, which is freaking bananas. And again, it's like, okay, well, Chavez, you're talking about like this one person, trading $10,000. That's a lot, isn't it? In certain worlds, yeah. There's going to be other people. And I'm not saying this is going to be your friend or your friend's friend or a friend of friend's friends, but I know people that have made trades of well into the 8 figures. That is over $10 million. There's going to be an exceedingly hilarious amount of money that is going to be made with this. But Chavez, isn't crypto going down? The stock market's lost trillions. The Bitcoin and the crypto that's lost hundreds of billions. How can we make money with stuff going down? Well, what happens to cause things to go down? People sell. They're trading. So volatility, even though not good for the people that are holding, it still sparks those trades, and those trading fees are still being accumulated. So I don't want to say it's not going to matter what type of market it is, whether it's booming or busting, those trading fees are going to be accumulated. And everyone, if they go in, link down below for that referral code, and you get on and you get a referral code of your own and you get people to sign up, you're probably going to get a check from that every now and then. Just throwing that out there. Again, nothing's guaranteed. You can't force people to go in and make money or trade their money. but people do it all the time. They do it, like in my world, most of my network is trading on a daily basis, as is myself. And I wish I could onboard someone like me, because this way, again, you'd have me that's doing it, and then my network that's doing it as well. Even if it could be someone you don't know. Your friend maybe dabbles in it a little bit, and his friend or her friend might be a little bit heavier into it. But then randomly they could go on and they could say, hey, this third person removed from you that you have no idea who they are is trading millions of dollars worth every week. And that, again, 1% of that is really not bad. Even if it's just 10 million, 1% of that, which would be like the trading fee, would be 100,000. 10% of 100,000, really freaking nice. So again, throwing that out there. Like the New York Lottery used to say, hey, you never know. Also, what I want to say for the other communities that are out there, whether it's the Cat, whether it's Shiro, whether it's Omi, like the other ones that I sponsor the channel, like Definity, there's a really decent chance that we all get on there, like on that exchange. So Omi and Shiro right now, because they have millions of dollars of trading volume every day, DEVVE's probably going to want to list them. I would say that if you can get the Cat, if you can get Definity, if you can get the, like, again, any crypto that's doing millions of dollars per day in trading volume, DEVVE will probably take a look. And I've gone on and I've interviewed the founder before. I talked to him not every day. We touch base personally about once a week, and yeah, in that Telegram chat, you can go, like, it's still early enough in the days where if you have a question, you can go into the DEVVE Telegram and ask him and just be like, hey, what's going on here? And if he's not available for an answer, there's going to be someone in the community, whether it's a mod or it's an admin or just someone that's really cool, and they'll be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 X, Y, and Z, and they'll answer your question. Communities help, and the more people that go on and join, usually the better for your token if you can get them listed. Well, guys, let's get to work. Everyone, that being said, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you all. Class dismissed. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.